everybody, welcome back. So excited that you could join me for this next activity. So today I am super excited because this art will only require one thing, and that is your iPhone, tablet, or iPad. So what we will be doing is downloading the app called Sketches, and in that app we will be creating our next art piece. The fun thing about this is that it creates no messes and it's full of opportunities for you. So let's get started. So what you're going to do is navigate to your app store, and we are going to type in Sketches or Sketch. And once you type in Sketch, it should pop up, and you're going to scroll down to the pen icon, and it says Tropical Sketches. Okay, now that we're in the app, we have a couple different options. We can go to the daily activities for a template with already drawn ideas that we can color in, or we can start our own, which is what I'm showing here. So we're going to start with our blank piece of paper, and today we're going to be just exploring with the materials and making silly friends with me, Miss R. Now, on the left, you can see we have the pen tool, we have a marker, we have a paintbrush, we have a thick paintbrush, a pencil, we have an airbrush tool, which I'm using right now. We have a calligraphy pen, and we have an eraser and some other fun tools. Now, on the right side of the screen, you can see at the bottom right, there is a box that keeps changing colors. I'm clicking on that box to change what color I'm using. Now, above that, there's two lines. The bottom line determines how thin or thick your line is going to be, and the upper line that you can drag that little bubble to determine how dark your color will come out to be. And then above that, you will see a stack of paper. That stack of paper tells you what layer you're on. Now, sometimes this can get confusing to see what layer you're on, so make sure you're clicking on it if you're having issues with not having anything show up. So you can see right now I'm going back to the background color, and that is just a different layer. Now, the free version allows you to have 2 layers. If you would like to have more layers, then you're going to have to pay for it, but I don't think that there's a need to do that. I think 2 layers are just fine, or you can stick with your 1 layer. But I encourage you to explore all these different options. And then on the very top left of the corner, you can see a back button. That is the undo button. So if you drew something and you made a mistake, you can press the back arrow, or you can press the redo arrow if you accidentally backspaced it too many times, and that is just to the right of that. And below, we have our eraser tool. You can also use the eraser tool instead of using the back arrow, but remember that if you erase something, it might also erase the background if you drew it on that layer. Now, starting at the top center, there's 3 different buttons. There is a 3 dotted button, there is a pen button, and there is a little square paper button. And each of these do separate things, and it's kind of hard to see, but I promise you that they will be there, even if they're somewhat see-through. The 3 dot arrow, there's a settings button, there's a question mark, there is that button I just pressed, which you can upload a photo, you can take a picture, and you can add it to your drawing. The next button I'm going to press is a question mark button. This is great if you have more questions and you don't understand how to do it. It'll show you step by step how to undo, redo, how to upload, save. This is a great idea for how to just use it in general. So please use the question mark button if something is not making sense or you don't really know what you're doing. I don't need more help. Exit out of that. So our next thing that we will press is dun 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 dun. There's other options in there for you. And then the next button we're going to press is this pen button. If you have an Apple Pencil or a stylus, you can use that to determine how you can best use the app. Now I'm saving it. So if I select it, then on the bottom right, I can press share. And when you press share, you can send it to whoever you want. You can save it. You can Photoshop it. You can save it as a PDF. You can copy it. You can email it. Or you can just leave it in the app. So here's my little poster, my little silly friends with Miss R. Feel free to do whatever you want to do. And then let's get started with the next activity. So now that we know how to open up the app and use the app, we will be creating our very own poster for our make-believe shop. So one thing that I love is ice cream. So I'm going to make a poster for an ice cream shop. And you can do a poster for a lemonade stand. You can do a poster for even if you have like a shoe shop, whatever you want to do. If you have a make-believe shop in your mind, I want you to create a poster that will advertise what we are selling. So I'm going to sell ice cream in my ice cream shop. So you can see that I started out with just drawing the cone, and then I went in and I'm using different tools and adding different colors to define my cone. And I used the painting tool, I've used the airbrushing tool, and I'm going back in and adding some highlights. I'm adding some darker colors. The more layers that you add to this, the more realistic it will look. So now I'm clicking on the background and I'm adding a background color. Now, one thing I want you to have on your poster is a border. I want to see a border because just a standard drawing is not going to cut it. So I'm drawing some ooey gooey stuff at the top and at the bottom in a swirl. Now, the next thing that you need to add is a title to your shop. So I named mine Ms.Riner's Ice Cream Shop. And to make it more fun, I added the words yum to it because I have the best ice cream in my hypothetical ice cream shop. And so make sure you have a border, you have the logo or the picture of what you're going to be selling, and you have the title of your created shop. I'm actually going in with some white to make it stand out a little bit more. And then you can save this. So I hope you have fun with this project. And here is my ice cream shop poster. I can't wait to see what you create. Guys, that was so much fun. I'm so excited that you have a new medium to practice with. Now, the point of this activity is to get you to really think about how we use technology around and how we can actually get creative with that. So think of some fun ways that you can integrate this project or use this app to help you with other content areas. For example, some of the math problems that I've been working on with my friend Reyna, we've been doing on her Sketches app. Now this is really exciting and fun because it's mess-free. We can always save it and have it on our iPad at all times. And we can have some fun with the colors and shapes that we do for backgrounds, making it a lot easier to practice our shapes and our counting. So I hope that you created some fun works of art, and I can't wait to see you next time. See ya!